everyone, it's Mika, and today I'm bringing to you a general reading for all my wonderful Sagittarians out there. And this is going to be for the week of February 12th until February 6th until February 12th. Please excuse me. I'm trying to cook dinner and do these readings so I can have them up for you wonderful people on time. All right, so let's get into it. So the first card that I have for you is the Lover's card. However, it's going to be in reverse this week, just cause. And the Lovers in reverse is saying that you might be frustrated in your love relationship or marriage right now. But again, it's temporary. Just, unless you guys have been going through some stuff, and this is kind of a continuation of things that have been building up and building up. We no longer have Venus retrograde anymore. It went direct on the 29th of January. However, it's still going through its shadow phase until it reaches new degrees to cover. So basically, you're still going past and going over things that may have come up during the retrograde phase. Think back to December and really even early January. And you might be having some repeats going on. And if that's the case, something may arise during this week, but just know that it is a temporary energy and it may not impact everyone. And it also may not be just about love relationships. It could also have to do with a business partnership. If you've been frustrated with your job or a business partner or even a client, if you work freelance, this may be the time that you're considering renegotiating a contract because of the terms, or you may want to not renew your contract and move on, and that's perfectly fine. All right, the ball's in your court this week, Sag. So let me know what happens. All right, so the next card that I have for you is the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups, it is in reverse this week. So it's basically pointing out that there may be some issues with material loss, some mistakes. Maybe you realize that you put your faith and trust in the wrong person or cause or organization. You may be feeling some opposition right now, some issues with imperfections or mistakes coming up in your work. But again, you're human, and whatever arises this week, you will get through it and you'll be able to remedy the situation. You may not necessarily be able to go back and fix whatever mistakes were made, but at least you will be able to learn from them so that you do not continue to make the same mistakes again. All right. And the next card that I pulled for you is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant in reverse is talking about, you might be susceptible to some vulnerability, some, some foolish exercises of generosity, meaning you might have trusted the wrong person and lended out some money that you know damn well you're not going to get back from some people, or you may have invested in a cause that might not be doing so well. But again, whatever's in reverse right now will eventually go upright. So I don't want you to take any of these messages as, oh my God, this shit's coming up right now and there's nothing that I can do about it. No, that's not the case. These are just the messages that Spirit wants you to look out for this week. All right, you always have the ability to change a situation and to change your mindset. You're not stuck. And if you feel stuck, because we are coming out of two very powerful retrograde phases with Mercury and Venus now direct, it's okay. It's okay. Just change your way of thinking, come up with a plan, and move forward. You do have the energy to move forward. What's done is done in some cases, and it's just up to you to pick up the pieces, get motivated, and do something else. All right? All right, so your only upright card of the week, at least in this row, is the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is talking about a business person, a lawyer, a religious person. It can be a professional, someone that you reach out to for not confrontation. Oh my God, I just lost the word. To meet with them, you know, a consultation. Oh my goodness, I could not think of the word to save my life. Somebody that you might meet with for a consultation, an interest in the arts and sciences, responsibility and creativity. So again, this card may be hinting that whatever you've been doing professionally, it ain't it anymore. It's not going anywhere. It might not even be paying your bills all the way. It's just not fulfilling professionally or creatively or even emotionally. So, you know, use this burst of energy and whatever's coming in, whatever new people you may meet this week, any opportunities that you might hear of that are being handed to you or discussed around you, consider them. I'm not saying that you have to do them, but consider them. All right? Because Spirit will always help you regardless of the situation. And if it feels as though you've just been stuck and not working to your full potential, it's going to help you out in one way or another. It may not look the way that you expect it to look, but something's going to come through. Mark my words. And again, if the trials and tribulations are not resonating with you, then perhaps the fortune reading of this row is more your steed. Maybe you're having a great time and the beginning of 2022 has just been filled with nothing but golden opportunities and you just want more of that. You're just like, what else can I do? Because it's great. And hey, if that's you, kudos to you, and I'm happy for you. I love hearing success stories from people. I really do. Because there is enough sadness and just fear and all kinds of negativity in this world. And it's nice to know that the very upbeat and always quirky and positive Sagittarius is doing his or her thing. I love hearing that. All right, so the next card that we have down below in the second row is the Coffin card. And it's marking natural endings, take care with your health. And, you know, I've gone on rants with other signs when this card does come up. If you're not taking care of your health, now is the time to do so. Any red flags that have been coming up, might be time to go see your doctor. Stop prolonging it and putting it off, because I'm not saying it's something serious, but you want to take care of whatever medical issue you may or may not have right away. You don't want to let it slide, okay? As far as personal relationships go, it might be ending. It might be time to say goodbye. And I know sometimes it's hard to say goodbye to yesterday, but that's why it was yesterday and not today. So for some of you, you might be leaving a toxic situation because you've put in all that you can put in and you're drained, and maybe the other person's just not changing. They're not listening. You're tired of their bullshit, and it's time to walk away. In terms of career and money, again, there might be some kind of delays with your progress at work. Financially, you might be waiting on some money and this is causing you stress. Take heed, dear Sagittarians. It will come through. It will come through. The next card is the Devil card. Take care immediately to avoid temptation and deceit. All right, well, if you get this card, be careful to avoid situations or relationships where you feel powerless or trapped. Mind overindulging in alcohol and drugs and even recreational drugs. now is just not the time to be doing that. Because for many of you, you may have noticed, but you just don't care, that when you're high or partying a bit too much, you're not as, how should I say, efficient. You're not as active. You're not making strides. You're not obtaining your goals like you could be. This isn't for everybody, but for some of you, this might ring true. And it may be time for you to implement some changes. Seriously, like, enough is enough. So take heed of this particular devil card. In the tarot, the devil is usually ruled by Capricorn. We have a lot of Capricorn energy going on right now. And even at the time of this reading, the sun may not be in Capricorn anymore. However, Pluto has been there since 2008 and isn't going anywhere for like another, I want to say, 1.5 to 2 years. It's been a long journey with Pluto. The world don't look the way that it did before 2008, does it? We also have Mars in Capricorn right now, and Venus, and Mercury. So that's a lot of Capricorn energy, even though we have an Aquarian sun going on right now. So again, just be careful. All right. And you may be consumed with an idea or project against the advice of others. No get rich quick schemes this week. They're not going to pan out no matter how good it sounds. Be mindful of your money and your gambling. You know, cut back, at least for this week. Okay. Now, for some of you, you may be ready to bring new and exciting things into your life, and that is wonderful. For some of you, it is harvest time, and you are reaping the benefits and the rewards of all your efforts from the past year. So get ready to celebrate. I can't see into your personal life, but it could be a whole array of things that are going on for some people. You might be selling a house. You might be buying a house. You might be finishing school. You may have gotten into school. You may have started a new job. You might be starting a new business. You might be publishing a book. You might be seeing royalties coming in from those gains, like stock dividends, book royalties, creative projects that are finally coming into fruition. There could be all kinds of things going on, and it's your time. So get ready to party. As far as personal relationships go, you might feel some frustration. Again, this coincides with the natural endings for some of you. But again, a romantic encounter might be lucky, or might be likely and lucky. You might be strongly drawn to a person at work. If it seems mutual, then hey, go for it. And you may also, for some of you, be getting back with an ex. And you know my stance on exes. There's an X on it for a reason. Don't look through rose-colored glasses. And just use common sense and caution. If it was a very toxic and very difficult relationship in the past, I would say walk away. But again, it's going to be up to you and the person. So just be mindful of that. That's all. But then again, some people are meant to get back together and start anew. And I totally understand that. So make the decision that's best for you, but don't put yourself in a dangerous situation all over again. And let's see what else we got going on for you. The Chariot. Ooh, the Chariot. Yes. Charge ahead with self-confidence. Stay strong, stay focused. Yes, yes, yes. You are laying down foundations for a strong future. You might be going through some serious transformations right now on a spiritual, personal, or professional level. Lots of changes abounding right now for people. And change can be hard, but just know that you do have the support of Spirit. It wanted you to know these messages for a reason. That's why I'm telling you, I'm just amazed every time I'm doing readings for every sign, because it just seems like it's such a mixed bag for people. It's never just all bad or all good. It's just so much going on. But that's good because life is about balance. You know, you don't want life to be all doom and gloom and a struggle. You want to just go from surviving to thriving. We should all be thriving. The world we live in should be a lot more balanced than what it is. So, do your part. Don't just get yourself together, but try to make this world a better place, better than how you found it. I try to, on a regular basis. I do try. All right, so as far as money goes and career, you might be overcoming some career and money difficulties, which is a great thing. Again, if there were any delays that are going on, you could very well see some action this week and some progress, which is fantastic. All right, so for this love card, again, whenever I pull these cards, I just ask what's the main theme for love for all Sagittarians, regardless of whether you're coupled or single. And it's saying take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever, which is so true. There are so many rewards that come when you love openly. Yes, it's scary as hell, especially if you've been hurt in past relationships, if you didn't grow up in the most loving and nurturing home environment, if your neighborhood and your town is not a very positive environment. It may be very difficult for you to open up and be vulnerable, but I'm telling you, life is so much better with love in it. A life without love, to me, is just, it's not worth living. I mean, and I'm not telling anybody to harm themselves in any way. What I'm saying is life is so much better when you have people and fur babies to love. Your caring not only helps the other person involved, but it will also create more love for you. So let go of the fear and give the love you are longing to receive. You will find that it is one and the same. And it is very true. The love that you're seeking is already within. So if you don't love yourself, start working on yourself and show some self-love. Don't beat yourself up with the negative self-talk. Don't run yourself into the ground working. There needs to be a balance. And if there isn't a balance, well, we know where coffins go. We know what they're used for. And I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just trying to be realistic with you. I had my own health issues. How many years ago was it now? 2014, 2015, when I was working for Child Protective Services. Long story short, I ended up in the ER twice from exhaustion. And, you know, a dear family friend who was also a spiritual guide, she flat out told me that I needed to make a decision about my career because the next time that I ended up in the hospital, I may not leave. And that scared the shit out of me because I was only in my early 30s at the time. So I did make a choice. And I know some people are scared to do that, especially because they always have that fear, which I call false evidence appearing real. If you know, you know. You know where I got that from. You already know. But I chose me. And I haven't regretted it since. So sometimes taking sometimes taking a risk can really save your life. Literally. All right, so what other messages did Spirit have for you in terms of love? May not resonate with all of you, but these messages are for some of you. Friends or family disapprove of this connection. So you might be in a relationship with somebody that your friends or family disapprove of. And again, you know, no, your significant other is not dating your family, you're not dating theirs. However, there might be things that your family and friends see in your significant other that you are too blind to see or don't want to see. So again, I'm not saying you should let other people into your business, but a good example of friends and family having your best interest at hand is if you're in a violent relationship with someone, or if you're in a relationship with somebody who just doesn't do anything. They don't benefit you in any positive way. They're a taker and not a giver. They don't help rise you up. They tear you down. That could be why friends and family don't disapprove of this connection. Just a suggestion. I don't know your personal life, but I'm just saying, I'm a social worker and I've had my own relationships. So that could be why friends and family don't approve of the connection. And I'll leave it at that. Somebody else is getting the message of, I love you, which is great. Just finished going on about how wonderful love is. It's great to be loved. But it might not be coming from the right person. Just a disclaimer. And, oh, this was just a fling. Well, look, for some of you, you know what it is. You know what it is. You might want it to be more, but it's not going to get there. And I think you know that. So, might be time to say goodbye again. All right? Well, Sag, I had a very fun time doing this reading for you. This is my gift to you guys. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, comment, subscribe. I truly appreciate it, and it benefits me and it benefits you too because you keep getting these readings for free. All right, until next time, bye-bye.